The first sign was the silence. Ikonta, the village hunter, used to hear the gurgling laughter of the Mba stream every morning. It was a constant companion, a melody that chased away the pre-dawn chill. But that morning, there was nothing. An unnatural quiet hung heavy in the air, broken only by the frantic pounding of his own heart. Fear pricked Ikonta's skin as he cautiously approached the stream. The normally playful current was sluggish, choked with fallen leaves and an unsettling stillness. Then he saw it, a body, a young woman, her eyes wide open, a look of pure terror etched on her face. It was Ebere, the baker's daughter, known for her mischievous grain and warm bread. Now she was cold, lifeless, like a forgotten clay pot by the fire. Panic clawed at Ikonta's throat. Ebere wasn't the first. In the past month, several villagers had met this same fate, found dead with no sign of struggle, no visible wounds, just a look of pure, unadulterated terror. The elders muttered about the angry spirit, a curse upon the land. Ikonta didn't know what to believe, but one thing was clear: fear was spreading faster than the morning mist. He raced back to the village, his pounding steps echoing off the empty huts. The news hit the community like a harmattan wind, chilling them to the bone. Chief Uzo called an emergency meeting under the old baobab tree, its branches seeming to mock their helplessness. "This cannot continue," boomed the chief, his voice heavy with grief. "We must find the cause of these deaths. We must appease the ancestors." Suggestions flew thick and fast. A sacrifice to appease the angry spirit, a cleansing ritual by the village medicine man Chijioke, all futile attempts to grasp at the straws in the face of the unknown. Then, a young voice pierced the cacophony. Perhaps Obiora, the prince, spoke. His gaze flickering to the edge of the gathering. Perhaps the answer lies not with the dead, but with the living. All eyes turned towards the edge of the clearing, where a lone figure stood, strutted in the dampened shade of a nearby palm tree. It was Ugoma, the village mystic. Ugoma was an enigma in the village. She lived alone in a small hut, nestled near the cascading waterfall at the far end of Mba stream. Rumors swayed about her, whispers of strange light emanating from her hut at night, of uncanny knowledge possessed by the girl with eyes the color of twilight. Many villagers avoided her, viewing her with a mixture of fear and fascination. Obiora, however, saw something different. He had always been drawn to Ngoma's quiet strength and the way she seemed to exist in harmony with nature. He had witnessed her calming a raging storm with a simple chant and whispering peace to a wounded gazelle. Perhaps, he thought, her knowledge of the unseen held the key to saving the village. The chief, with desperation on his face, nodded at Ugoma. "Speak, child. Share your wisdom. What can you tell us of these deaths?" Ugoma stepped forward, her voice low and melodic, silencing the restless crowd. "The deaths," she began, "are not the work of angry spirits, nor a curse." A collective gasp rippled through the villagers. There is a darkness, a force feeding on fear, growing stronger with every lost soul. Her words sent shivers down spines. Ikonta, still shaken by Ebere's death, felt a cold sweat prickle his skin. Fear, the darkness feeds on fear. The words echoed in his mind. Ugoma continued, however, there is a way to stop it, but it requires a sacrifice, a willingness to confront this darkness. The chief's brow furrowed. What kind of sacrifice? Ugoma's gaze settled on Obiora. A flicker of something unreadable passing through her eyes. The darkness can only be weakened by love, by a heart flowing with it. A champion, willing to enter the heart of the darkness, armed only with their love for the village. The silence that followed was deafening. The villagers exchanged worried glances. Who would volunteer to face such a terrifying prospect? Then, before anyone could react, Obiora stepped forward, his voice firm. I will do it. A gasp escaped the chief's lips. Prince Obiora, this is madness. You are the future of our village. And what future is there if everyone is dead? Obiora countered. I will face this darkness for the village, for he hesitated for a moment, his eyes locking with Ugoma's, for all of us. A strange mix of emotions flickered on Ugoma's face. Pride, a touch of sadness, and something that could have been hope. Obiora's decision sent a wave of apprehension through the village. The elders grumbled about the foolhardiness of the young prince, while mothers clutched their children tighter, fear shimmering in their eyes. Ugoma, however, moved with a quiet purpose. She led Obiora to a secluded hut, the air around it cracking with unseen energy. Inside the space was surprisingly neat, adorned with strange symbols etched on animal bones and dried herbs, hanging from the rafters. In the center, a small fire cracked, casting flickering shadows on the wall. The darkness feeds on fear, Ugoma explained, handling Obiora a smooth white stone, each with intricate markings. Hold this close, it will shield you from its influence and amplify your own inner light. Obiora examined the stone, a cool energy radiating from it. How do I face this darkness? Ugoma led him past the fire to a hidden section of the hut, revealing a curtain made of brightly colored beads. With a flick of her wrist, she drew it back, revealing a swirling vortex of inky blackness. Cold hair seeped out, sending shivers down Obiora's spine. This, Ugoma said, her voice grave, is the heart of the darkness. It feeds off the fear in the village, growing stronger with every passing day. You must enter it, Obiora, and confront it with only your love for the village, for your people. Obiora stared into the swirling whirlwind, a primal fear glaring at him. But then he thought of the empty eyes of Iberi, the despair clouding the faces of his people. He grasped the white stone tighter, feeling a surge of warmth and resolve. I will do it, he declared, his voice ringing with newfound determination. Days turned into weeks. As Ugoma prepared Obiora for his perilous journey, she taught him calming chants, meditations to strengthen his resolve, and how to navigate the treacherous path towards the heart of the darkness. The village, meanwhile, watched with a mixture of anxiety and hope. Some saw Obiora as their savior, while others still muttered about his reckless act. One evening, As the last rays of the setting sun painted the sky in fiery hues, Obiora stood at the edge of the Mba stream, facing Ugumma. He was clad in simple white robes, the white stone clutched tightly in his hand. A solemn silence held them, broken only by the gurgling of the stream. "Remember, Obiora," Ugumma said, her voice soft. "Love is your only weapon. Do not let the darkness consume you. Hold fast to your purpose. Hold fast to your love." Obiora nodded, his gaze unwavering. It was time. Stepping forward, he faced the swelling vortex within the bead curtain. Taking a deep breath, he closed his eyes and stepped into the unknown. The darkness engulfed him. The world dissolved into a chaotic mess of sound and sensation. Obiora felt himself tumbling through a void.